Most people never stop and look at how goals actually start. Everyone talks about the moment things happen in real life, but the actual beginning happens way before that. It happens in your mind first. You picture it before you ever go get it. Anyone operating at a high level already knows this. They don't move just to move. They don't guess or hope something works out. They build a clear picture of what they want and they rehearse it mentally until it feels kind of normal. But most people that aren't operating at that high level skip that part. All they want is the result. Give me the payoff. They never take the time to slow down and create a clear picture of the thing that they want, whatever that may be. The big bank account, the exotic car, the abs, the hot Starbucks girl they've been eyeing. People have all kinds of goals, but again, some never stop to form that clear picture in their mind. Then they wonder why they fail halfway through or why the goal always feels kind of unattainable. Like life is telling them, hell no, you can't have this. So welcome to my brand new series, Fear to Clear. For the next 5 weeks, we're taking on your big impossible seeming goal and breaking it down piece by piece until it feels clear, structured, and real with a practical approach that I know works. And it's not going to be all rushed or overwhelming either. Just something you can move toward without feeling lost all the time. Each week builds on the last and you'll feel that as we go. Things will make more sense. Your stress levels will decrease and a sense of, I got this, will wash over you. And you know how I know this? Because it happens to me all the time when I use this approach. And others that I've helped also have told me the same thing. However, using this approach to achieve your goals isn't free. It will definitely cost you something. And that something is time. You need to commit and see it through. Once you get to the end, you'll definitely thank yourself. So let's begin with the most important part of any goal you've set for yourself in your life. Week 1 is where everything finally stops feeling like a shot in the dark and where you get something solid to hold on to. This is where the picture forms so you're not chasing some vague ass idea anymore. This is week 1, baby. Visualize it. Most people want something big. More growth in their business, more money, more stability, more control over their time. But if you stop and ask them what it actually looks like, usually they can't describe it. They'll say things like, I want to make more sales. I want to work less. I want to just have more money. I want. But none of that is a picture you can actually follow. A non-specific goal makes the brain stop. It doesn't know what to aim at. It doesn't know what matters. It doesn't know how to allocate your time and your energy. Hasn't that happened to you? Think about it and really think about it. Think about the last time you procrastinated. Procrastination is the king of the undefined goal. And that's when people talk themselves out of starting anything. Not because the goal is too big, but because their brain can't chase something it can't clearly see. It's like your brain is wearing beer goggles. And look, a lot of people think that visualization doesn't matter. They think it's some silly woo-woo crap that doesn't work, or they simply think it's just pointless. They think it's something people do when they don't want to work. But those are usually the same people who stay behind. The same people who stay stuck in their never-ending loop of non-accomplishment. They spend more time fighting confusion than actually building anything. Another issue is that most people don't sit long enough to visualize anything. Sitting quietly feels strange in a world that pushes you to always be doing something. You gotta be on your phone. You gotta check social media. You gotta see who your ex is dating now. You gotta doom scroll. Slowing down feels uncomfortable, so people avoid it. They want everything instantly. They want it now, ahorita way. They want answers without thinking about it. They want progress without planning. They want it all, but without the work. Look, if you don't take a few minutes to picture the life you're trying to build, your brain has nothing to work with. And when your brain has nothing to work with, nothing changes. That's the real problem. The brain always works better when the direction is clear. That's just how humans operate. We respond to specifics and structure. This is why high performers picture things before they happen. They're not wasting time. They're telling the brain what's up. They are providing a map to where they want to go. They're telling the mind, this is where we're going because I said so. When you visualize something in detail, your brain treats it like preparation, not imagination. Your body sees that picture and treats it as if it's already something you're supposed to reach and it has no say in the matter. And when that happens, you carry yourself differently. You carry yourself with more certainty. You stop acting like someone who hopes things work out and start acting like someone who's already headed there. You even feel it. And by that, I mean your health. When your mind believes a goal really matters, your body adjusts so you can handle the work that comes with it. I really do believe that. In fact, since I got real clear about my own goals, I haven't really been sick. And I used to be a person who was sick at least twice a year with the flu or a cold or something random. That hasn't happened in the last few years. Amazing how that works. Visualization is not fantasy. It's mental rehearsal. It's your brain getting familiar with the goal before you start working toward it. When you're missing that picture in your mind, every move feels harder. You'll wonder why you can't stay consistent. You'll wonder why you keep losing motivation. You'll wonder why the goal feels so intimidating for no real reason. And it's simple. Your brain can't help you with something it can't see. Once you can see your goal clearly, everything changes. You start making better choices. You stop chasing random ideas that don't fit with what you want. You stop wasting time on things that don't move you forward. You start saying no to distractions because that picture that's in your head now makes the right decisions obvious. You notice opportunities faster and you recognize patterns quicker. You spot problems earlier and are quick to get on them so they don't kill your goal. You have better judgment because the goal isn't vague anymore. Once things are clear, everything gets easier. Momentum builds faster, and with consistent visualization, you stop waiting for change and start making it. Here are the 5 things I recommend you do to visualize the right way. Step 1, picture the final result. This is the moment the goal is complete, and not some fantasy bullshit version, the real version. What your days, your business, your bank account, and your whole freaking environment looks like. What changes once the goal is hit? You gotta see it. You gotta feel it. Just make it specific enough that your brain knows exactly what done means. Step 2, picture the steps. Most people love the idea of getting everything they want, but never picture the day-to-day actions that will get them there. The steps, though, are where progress happens. This is where the goal starts becoming kind of real. Visualize your routine. Picture yourself doing the tasks. See what your week looks like if you're already there, operating at the level that you want to be. This is mind rehearsal. It prepares your body for the work. Step 3, picture the costs. Anything worth having in this world asks for something. It demands something of you. Time, energy, focus, better organization, fewer distractions, more discipline. If you don't picture the cost ahead of time, it'll sneak up on you. And not in a cute, fun way. It's not like your better half covering your eyes and saying, guess who? It's more like your angry mom with a chancla saying, what you doing? Or in my case, ¿Qué chingas estás haciendo, Damián? And surprises like that tend to make people quit. But when you already understand the cost, you can prepare yourself to handle it because you know what you're signing up for. Knowledge is power. Step 4, picture the you who can handle it. Most people only visualize the reward. They don't visualize the person who can operate at that level without losing their shit. For example, if you want a 6-figure business or a 6-figure store, picture the version of you who runs that store. How do you think? How do you schedule your days? How do you handle problems? How do you manage growth? How do you stay organized? If your goals are growing in size, you have to grow too. Socrates once said, know thyself. So make that version of yourself known. Make it familiar. Step 5, picture it daily. Not once, not when you remember, daily. Even if it's for a few minutes or even if it's just for 30 seconds. Also, get your ass into it. Use your body while you visualize. Walk around like the person who already has the goal. Look at your phone and picture the number you want in your bank account. I personally do this all the time, and sometimes the zeros don't fit. Imagine seeing the sales coming in like crazy, hearing those awesome cha-chings nonstop. Imagine running the routine. The more familiar the picture becomes, the easier it is to follow in real life. Now, let me bring this into reselling because, we're resolutions. Imagine someone trying to build a six-figure eBay store. Right now, they're making about $2,500 or maybe $3,000 a month. They're really, really trying. They're sourcing, they're listing and shipping and trying to just kill it every day. But progress feels slow and the idea of a six-figure store feels way too big. It feels like it's just out of reach. If you ask them what a six-figure store looks like, they'll say something vague. More sales, more listings, better product. None of that is a real picture though. There's nothing specific there. Now imagine someone who actually visualizes. They know a six-figure store usually means around 1,000 to 1,500 listings, considering a good ASP of $35 and a fairly common sell-through rate of 25%, which is not difficult, mind you. They know they need about 10 listings a day to keep things moving, and they see their schedule very clearly. They can picture sourcing 2 or 3 times a week with an actual plan instead of driving around aimlessly. They can picture their workspace, where things go, how the lighting is set up, how the shelves are laid out, and how the shipping gets done quickly. They can picture it all. They also see the costs. They know how much time it takes, how boring listings can get, and how frustrating growth can be. And they're ready for all of that. They visualize it all. And they do it daily. Some days it's 10 minutes and some days it's 30 seconds. But they keep the picture in front of them until it feels normal. And once it feels normal, that fear of that big impossible goal just goes away. They finally understand the path they're on. Visualization turns a six-figure store from something that feels out of reach into something you can actually build. This is week 1 of Fear to Clear. This first step brings clarity to your life's goals. Visualization gives your mind something solid instead of some vague idea. Over the next few weeks, we're going to make that picture much clearer. Each video adds a little more structure and makes your big goals feel easier to handle. Things start to make sense and you'll see it all come together step by step. Just be patient. Everything starts here, baby. Nothing else works without the picture. I was going to give you some homework today, but instead we're going to change it up a bit. Let's take the next 60 seconds to sit quietly. You'll only hear the focusing music I chose for this exercise and nothing else. Rid yourself of distractions. Picture the goal, the final result, the steps you have to take, what it will cost you, and most importantly, picture the version of you then, not now. And I will be doing this with you because we're in it together. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Great job, everybody. Now repeat this tomorrow, but add more time. I suggest starting with just 5 minutes and then increase it as you see fit. But remember, if you can't see it, you can't get it. Next week, we're going to take that big goal in your mind and make it feel a whole lot smaller. So don't miss out. I'll see you then. Peace and cheers, everybody. Woohoo!